Howdy, happy campers. JT here, and it's another fine day out here in Southwest Oklahoma. Well, if you want your Rav4 Prime to have a look like this, then keep watching for the tips I will give you for the installation. I don't have a lot of subscribers, but one of you did ask about the Rav4 rear center trim and how to replace it with the dynamic LED taillights that I have on mine. Unfortunately, I will not be able to show the entire installation, but I am making this video to help you happy campers out there some tips in case one of you decide to slap this on your vehicle. I will tell you this, they are quite nice, gives it a more refined look, and it does turn people's heads when they see it in action. I put mine on before I even thought about making videos like this, and that's the reason I cannot show you the full installation. But what's done is done, and it is what it is. But I hope that you might find some tips here to make your installation somewhat easier. Well, enough jibber jabber, better to show and tell. Okay, here it is, happy campers. Installed it before I even thought about making these videos. But anyway, this is the original. It went on right here, like that. And I've replaced it with the dynamic LED taillight. So let me show you here without wasting any time. This, you're going to have to do it yourself to put on there because it is hard to get back off. Let me show you here. Anyway, you'll have 4 clips of these plastic push pins right here. That's where they go. And you'll have 4 red clips that goes here. These same red clips is going to be the same exact ones as on your radio when you take it away, when you take it off your head unit. That's the same type. All right, in case you're wondering. And you'll have, of course, in here is the 4 screws that will go in, 10mm bolts, and I'll show you when I take it off here in a minute. Taking off the panels here is really not difficult, and you'll see what I mean. You got certain bolts here, and I'll go over each part. Who's ready, of course. Here's what you'll need. You don't need all of this. The more you have, the better, just in case you do need them. So start here in the middle trim. All you do is just pry it out. Don't worry, you're not going to break anything. It might seem like you will break it, but it's not. Just like that. Once you get it started, it's easy. It just pops off. Side trim off, just like that. Thing here. Again, just pops off. You're not going to break off. The rest here, real easy. Same thing here. Let me disconnect that. Real easy. Take off right here. You can replace it if you need to. Press on the tab and pulls out just like that. Just like that. 10mm bolts. 1, 3. And you got the screws there. Don't need to take this off. Pretty much you can stay one corner. I pretty much mostly start here because it's easy and it's already loose. Just like that, you'll hear it popping loose. You know, you don't need a pry bar or anything. Like that, and you work your way around. And again, you're not going to break anything, don't worry. Just like that, nice and easy. And there you go. Alright. That's what it looks like. We'll put that down, and you can take the side off here because you have to connect the lights to the wiring harness, and you can take this off real easy. Just a little push pin like that, and put that aside, and then 10mm bolt right here. You don't have to take this off if you don't want, but it's easier if you do. Okay, I'm going to take a pulley, 10mm bolt, you got your tie down here. Like that. The trim, really easy. You can work your way this way or the front. Again, it really doesn't matter. Either way you want to work it. You can take this off if you want, just like that, and just work your way up. You hear that pop? See, again, you're not going to break anything, so don't worry. It just comes right up, just like that. Alright, because what you want to do is, of course, get to the harness here. Your wiring harness is going to go basically here, okay, from your lights, and down here, and then through, because you're going to run your harness. Come here, as you can see here, okay, it's going to run up here. Okay, if you want to keep it there, you don't have to take it off, because you can see right here how I have it. See, the wiring goes up here and through here. Okay, the same thing on this side. It goes up, down, here. Alright, and there's the wiring harness. Got it tucked in there. Let me show you a tip here, so you don't have to dismantle everything if you don't want to. The wiring is going down here. As you can see, the junction right here, this is where it's going to connect. See this right here? It connects down and here, and that goes to, of course, your tail light. Don't worry, you can't mistake it. Alright, the connections are real easy. Just all I want to do is share with you an easy way to get it through. Basically, once you get connected, alright, you're going to run the wire through here and run along here and then here. Some people, I've seen it, they run it outside of these boots. Don't do that. You want the wire inside the wiring harness and this rubber grommet to protect it from the environment, and it looks tacky when it's outside. Alright, so here's an example of the wire coming through here. It's about pretty much this size here, the connectors. So you're going to run it through here just like that, and then it's going to go above here. So what you do is, of course, take out this grommet just like that. You're not going to break it. Take that down again, pull this down the same way. Alright, now you got plenty of room in there, so don't worry about being afraid as it goes through here. Alright, what did I do? I cut a hole in here. The reason for that is I had to get it through here. So basically what I did is just like this. Let me show you the easiest way. Don't use a sharp stick or anything like that. Zip lock, zip tie, the best thing to use. It's flexible, easy to maneuver, and small enough. And here it is. So we're going to tie the wire just like that. You know, make sure you get the top covered really good, because you don't want it to snag anywhere. And it doesn't have to be pretty. Just wrap it up just like that. You can pull it through like that. Then let me take this off. Once you have it through, okay, you could get it started. Feed it through here. As you can see, here it is. Okay. So now that you got it started just like that, when you're sliding something through this, nice and tight fit, you want to have it lubricated pretty good. Here I am just using a little soap. Any soap will do. This is Dove right here. Doesn't matter. The object is to, again, to lubricate it so that it will slide easily through there. And that's what you want. Don't worry, it's like any soap, you know that when it dries, what happens? It just dries up. That's it. No more, no less. Okay. I want to pull it through there. What I want to do, of course, lubricate it, just like that. Put a lot on there. Don't be shy. Just pretend you're taking a shower in there. There it is. Alright, and then I'm going to slide it through. Just like this. Pull it out. And don't worry, you're not going to damage any wires. Okay, because again, we're using zip tie. Try to straighten it out a little bit if you can. If it gets lodged in there a little bit, just back up a little bit. Might be in a kink corner here. Kind of wiggle it back and forth. There it is. I can feel it right here. Okay. Then, once you get it there, the rest is easy. Again, before you pull it, okay, as you can see, the hole right here, not that big. All right, but again, lubricate it pretty good. Get it on there really, really good, because you want to pass it through. This is the hardest part of the job, really. Is trying to put it on there. You don't want to put it outside. Again, put it through. If your hands are soapy and slippery, you know, again, use the tools around you, which is, of course, trust your needle pliers or pliers. And all you do is work it in there. Okay, remember, you got a lot of wires in there, so don't try to put it in between. There you go, just like that. All right, and then you just pull the rest of the wire. That easy. Okay, I'm going to cut this because I just wanted to show you that was the hardest part of the job. Won't need that anymore. Okay, and I'm going to put it back, because once you have it through, okay, you know, it's easy. You just put everything back in place, just like that. Make sure it's nice and sealed properly. There you go. Alright, you could run it through here if you want, or here. I recommend this side. Why? You can see the circumference here, the diameter is a lot bigger. Alright, you won't have such a hard time. But again, it's up to you. You could put the left one here, the right one here. You decide. Again, do not run it out. So again, I got it connected here. You know, I can put it back, snap everything back in place, run the wire through here. Everything pretty much snaps back into place. Alright, and then you can finish your wiring. Let me show you up here. Passenger side, the same principle, same way. Take off the piston here, bolt here, okay, and of course the tie down. Alright, and then you can pull it out the same principle, same way. Pull it out, run your wire through, and it goes out just like that. Let me show you the top part here. So let me show you here the 4 bolts that holds it in place. The bolts I'm talking about is located here, 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 and here. That holds it like that. Okay, these 4. They are located right here. There's 1. Best thing to do is use one with a little offset, so you can get a little action in there to take it off. 1, 2, in here, you can use a deep socket or extension, just like this. 3, and that's 4, right here. Okay, those are the 4 that you take off. That's the only bolts holding it in place. Again, 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the middle right here. Look at this. The windshield, rear windshield wiper mechanism is directly behind it. Okay, if you look at the middle bolt here, It's directly on left to right. Don't be afraid. Don't think you're gonna break it or anything like that, or crack it. Pull it out nice and easy. Here comes out. And of course, once you got the original OEM out, you put the new one in place here. All right. And that's where you make the connections here. Now, I'll tell you a little bit. Once you actually got it in, all right, pins in, everything in, this connector is going to go right in between here of the tailgate release. Don't worry, even if it's pinched, all right, what I did here was put a little coating of plastic, liquid plastic, so they'll be waterproof and protected, and it's pinched in there so it's nice and tight. It's not going to hurt it. You could use regular electrical tape like this, but again, I wanted it to be nice and waterproof and tight and sealed, because it goes here and then connects to your wiring, because it's a little mechanism just like that, and then it goes on pretty easy, really. All right. And that's about all the tips I can tell you. You know, put everything back together the way it is. I don't think I need to show you how that's done. If you want to see it, I'll show you real quick here. Again, other than that, wiring it, you should have no problem. If you run into something, put a comment below and I'll help you out as best I can. Here, putting it together is real easy. Okay, I mean, there's really nothing to it. I put a little carbon fiber on there, try to protect it as best as possible. Yeah, you know, it might be a little cheap, but it is what it is. I want as much protection as possible. And again, make sure all the clips are in place, and then you just put it back in. So like this, work your way from down here, orient it right here. You hear click. Again, you can't go wrong, really. You know, if you don't want to push up, pull down and push at the same time. If you don't want to push on your tailgate. Just like that. Set it on there. Put it on. Make sure it still works. There it is. All right, good to go. I can go ahead. I'll probably have to redo that wrapping again. Just like that. You just line it up. Alright, no need to waste time here showing you how to screw this back in. It's pretty easy, and that's about the tips I can show you. Take your time, don't get frustrated. When you put it in, lay out the rope first. I mean, lay out the wire first. That means, you know, string it out, make sure you got enough room to go here and up. Alright, that you can run through here and you can access it with no problem, and that's about it. Well, that's about it, everybody. If there's something out there you happy campers might want to see or want me to do a video on, just let me know in the comments below, and I'll see what I can do. All right, but no promises. I won't make a promise I can't keep. And with that, thank you for watching. Take care, stay safe, and God bless.